Brandon, you sold your Hauppauge USB DVR so that you can't record Xbox demos anymore. What are we going to hate on? Don't worry, I gotta give you plenty of things to hate on. So I bought the Hauppauge Colossus HD video recorder, which actually is a much better thing than the USB version, because instead of being USB, it's PCIe, which means that it takes those short little stubby looking slots, and yes, I keep it in the static bag because I haven't installed it yet, but I've played with it before. And it's great because it has HDMI in. It also has the AV in so that you can still run via component, and it's got component outs so that it will run in pass-through mode, just like the old Hauppauge USB DVR did, where you just plug it in line. However, if you want to plug in HDMI, you're going to need the Sewell, it may be pronounced Sewell, I've never actually heard it said, but I like Sewell better, like it emphasizes how swell it is, yeah. Sewell. HDMI 1x2 splitter, or 1x3 splitter, or one of the other combinations, but I'll link to the 1x2. This is a great device just anyways, because it lets you take any one HDMI and split it out to be two HDMIs. So if you want to have your projector and your television plugged into the same home theater system, and you don't want to have to manage swapping the cables when you want to switch from watching the projector to watching the TV, this is great. It's also great if you're doing the home theater PC thing, because if you've got a home theater PC, like in my last setup where the home theater PC passed through the wall from the projector system to the television in the other room, this lets you have two outputs at the same time, and you don't have to use the software's duplication, which sometimes causes lag in games. You're doing it in hardware. This also passes Hdcp, so it's real nice that you don't get those weird, you can't play back your Blu-ray thing. So, the Hauppauge comes with the same software as the USB version did, a couple of additions. It is still limited to 1080i and 720p. It will not do 1080p. And so there's a couple of limitations, but for the most part, those shouldn't affect you for playing your games, because I can't think of any games that actually run at 1080p 60 anyway. So you'd probably be better at playing 1080i or 720p, depending on the native resolution of your display. So, comes with a remote, comes with a crap load of cables, comes with a really nice, fairly long component cable, like that's got the 5 bundled in one. It's pretty heavy duty. So that's a fairly nice cable. That's probably almost worth the price of admission right there. That's probably, at Fry, is a $12 cable. The Colossus is good priced. I don't remember the price, but I didn't think I was getting shafted on it. So I'll post a link to both the Hauppauge Colossus on Amazon and the Sewell HDMI splitter on Amazon. They're both in the description, and this is a pretty great setup for doing video game captures, and it's one of the few solutions that's going to let you do it with HDMI, so you don't pick up that component noise and a couple of other things. So generally it's just going to look plain better. So yeah, Colossus from Hauppauge and the Sewell HDMI splitter.